Right. I don't have much experience with, Wonder Woman and Chains side of things, but I do have a little bit of experience, insight on the Tantric, Yab Shiva Shakti kind of things, and well, for both is true. Like Runner Girl on the road, if I approach Runner Girl, say, "Hey, Runner Girl, let's sit in Yab and merge." Like, in this state, that's like probably getting a call to the police or whatever, right? And the same is probably true of here. Like, "Hey, Runner Girl, I want to bind you in chains to a pole." Like, yeah, that's probably like not where she is right then. So that's probably a call to the police. But I know in the Yabium world that it there is a different phase. They're in a different space, and it does happen. So somehow there has to be a transition from this state, this phase, to this state. What word do we give it? What technique? What happens to allow that? I don't know. I got hiccups, so I don't know if that's a signal of something. Maybe there's a hiccup. Maybe it hiccups and bumps you over. And similarly, without much experience in this world, as I've said, but there must be something that transitions. The freezing liquid to a solid. There must be some phase shift that allows Runner Girl to be in a different place, a different phase, a different psyche. And what word do we give it, and what does that even mean? I think, we've been focused pretty hard. I think we need to do a little bit of exercise to perk up here. Actually, I think I need more water in my water bottle too. Helps Tigger with his posture. So these are two things that have come up to insert, and I wanted to describe them first before I put them in. One is creating a sacred space. Two people sit facing each other, a heart salutation, if you would, bowing perhaps, honoring each other, creating a sacred space to be in. And then the other is Shavasana, where in traditional yoga, you lay on your back for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, just listen to some soothing music. And so let's go back up. So I say, or let's propose, this is what comes in, is to go from water to vapor, to go from Runner Girl to Yab Yum. I would say we need to create a sacred space that is kind of like the key to transitioning. You need to create a space in which the two people exist with a common intent, with boundaries, purpose, from my experience. And there's probably other ways to do it, but that's what heads come in to put there. And the other one is to come out of a Yab Yum back to a Runner Girl would be, so the Shavasana would be laying on your back, listening to soothing yoga music, reintegrating what your body experienced in a different state, allowing you to return to, driving a car home and taking care of the kids and going to work next day, because it really is a different space that can be created here. Okay, next pondering. So Runner Girl through sacred space has turned into I don't know, it's Shakti or Shiva. I think Shiva's the guy. I think Shakti's. I'm not sure which is which, but that's who she's turned into. Having a good time. Because of the critical point, it says that you can increase temperature past the critical point, and once you're there, increasing pressure will not allow you to go back to the water liquid phase. It will only stay in the merged phase where both phases coexist. I'm understanding this right. So the only way to get back to a liquid state is you have to reduce the temperature so that it can transition through condensation back to water. So it brings up, well, what is in this scenario, what is temperature and what is pressure? What two dynamics metrics identify how superheated this steam is? And pressure means something that you can change, and you cannot get back to runner girl no matter how much you push or increase a certain metric. Hello, this is a pretty deep rabbit hole, so I've just been typing in a few words into Google and seeing what pops up, just to not trying to put too much of my stuff into it, just see what the universe has in the near part. So this is the word that kept coming up: to go from water, a liquid state, to ice, a solid state, to go from runner girl to Wonder Woman. The word kink keeps coming up. So I put kink there, and I Googled kink. Let's see. This is like the closest thing that seemed to make sense for the word kink was more like erotic literature. I heard it said like women have created a whole genre of literature that talks about how they get to Wonder Woman. I don't know if that's true or not, or they didn't say Wonder Woman, but that was kind of like the theme is that it's all right there, black and white on a big wall for everyone to see, except no one sees it. Well, the guys don't, but so I don't know. It kind of comes, but now what's the reverse? All right, so I've pondered for a bit. Nothing strong is coming in for how to get Wonder Woman back to Runner Girl in her day job. So we're going to leave it like that. Let's take a look down here for this transition between these phases.